Hey guys, it's Chloe, and today I am here with a spooky video. It's not spooky. I am all up in costume. My tease is going down. I'm all up in costume and shit to bring you an original book tag that I've been working on for a couple of weeks now, and I'm really pumped to show you guys. So, if you can't already tell by the title of this video, this is the Rocky Horror Picture Show book tag, and if you know anything about Rocky Horror and you know anything about the characters, you can probably tell that I am attempting to be magenta, and I actually have to put my glasses back on because I can't see shit. So today I'm here with my original Rocky Horror Picture Show book tag. Now before I get into any of the questions or anything about this tag, first and foremost I need to say that there is another original Rocky Horror book tag out there. I did my research before I started creating questions. There is another Rocky Horror book tag. I'm going to link that video down below in the description. The difference between this book tag and that book tag is that book tag follows characters and it's character questions. I wanted to create a whole new set of questions involving songs, like just related to the songs, and so we have the song title and a question that would go along with that song so you can find a book for. That is the difference between these two tags. Now originally I was going to message the original creator on Twitter, and I went to the Twitter link in her description, and it is a no longer active account. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to link her video in the description below. Go check it out, and if you want to do that video, do that video. If you want to do this video, do this one. If you want to do both, do both. But these are completely different questions, but they're both related to Rocky Horror, which is why I'm still stating that this is an original tag video, because these are original questions done by me. So we have 5 questions for this tag. The reason we only have 5 is because I'm basing these off of songs. I wanted to choose very well-known songs, but I also found that I have to use some of the more obscure ones to make a decent number of questions. So we have 5 questions. And I'm really excited to do this. I thought about this in like August or September. I think I first saw Rocky Horror in like July or August. I thought about doing this in August, and I was like, this will be perfect for Halloween because I can do a costume and everything. So, here we go. The first question is, damn it, Janet, name some character couples you love and or some characters you ship together. So, this might include spoilers for some ships, so if you don't want to know, I'm sorry, maybe mute it for this question. And I am going to be talking about a couple of different ships. Cinder and Kai from the Lunar Chronicles is one of my like original OG ships. I love them. They're so cute, and they're, you know, their story spans 4 main books and, you know, some extra books. So definitely I'm a Cinder and Kai kind of person. I'm also a really big fan of America and Maxon in the Selection series. Their story is a lot of back and forth, and that's a complaint that people have about the series, is that America is annoying and she can't decide. It's a lot, but I do ship them. I love them like right from their first little spark of romance. Loved them. So I definitely ship them as well. And then I'm going to talk about one more ship, and it's kind of an obscure one from Harry Potter that I don't think a ton of people talk about, which is Lupin and Tonks. Remus Lupin and Nymphadora Tonks are absolutely adorable. Spoilers for Harry Potter, but you know, their romance kind of starts in this book. We don't get a lot of it, but it starts here, and then it expands into the 7th book, and you know, we know they get married and they have a baby, and then they tragically die, and it's really sad, but I love them so much. Question number 2, time warp. Name a book involving time travel, aliens, or some other unbelievable item or aspect. So I kind of want to go back to Harry Potter, but not like the main series. I want to talk about Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, because for a couple of reasons. First of all, I just recently saw Read by Zoe talk about this. It makes me want to reread this because I read this when it first came out a couple of years ago, and hearing other people's opinions makes me want to reread it and see if I have the same thoughts, because yes, J.K. Rowling has said this is canon, but while it is canon, I don't necessarily think it to be canon. I think it to be its own thing, which is why I like it. I like it because I think about it as something separate from the main series. Like, it's canon, but in my mind it's not canon. And the reason I picked this book is because there is a time travel aspect with a time turner. But it's kind of weird and funky, which is why I want to reread this book again, so I can be reminded of how weird and funky it is. Question number 3, Rose Tint My World. What book changed your perspective on something? And it can be anything. I'm kind of going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say not just All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover, but a lot of her different work has kind of changed my perspective on her. And I say this because a couple of years ago there was a lot of controversy behind Colleen Hoover and her book November 9, which I have read. It's been a little bit since I've read it, but I have read it. I read it after the controversy came out. And since then I have read 4 other Colleen Hoover books, and one of them was All Your Perfects. And both this book as well as Ugly Love kind of broke me in a way. And it makes me like, in a good way, like a good kind of broken. Like, the writing was really, really good and the scenes were just amazing. And it kind of makes my perspective change a little bit and shift towards wanting to see more from Colleen Hoover and see what else she can do. I know my friend Desiree from Liberty Labra is a huge Colleen Hoover fan, and I have talked to her while I've been reading a couple of the books. And I feel like after I've read a couple of books and enjoyed them, that's kind of changed my perspective on Colleen Hoover and her writing. And while some writing is problematic, I understand that it's problematic, but I can still enjoy her other work. Question number 4 I had a lot of trouble with, but the song is I'm Going Home, and the question I decided to go with was name a book that was a relief to finish. And the reason I picked this question is because I feel like I'm Going Home, which was sung by Tim Curry, who plays Frankenfurter. I feel like the song is, his character is just so happy to go home. While he has enjoyed his time on Earth, he is excited to go home and be back with what he knows. So I decided to pick this question because, you know, sometimes you just have to be excited to finish a book. Like, it's a relief to finish a book and stuff like that. So, and you're excited when you finish it. So I thought this would be a good question. So I'm actually gonna pick a series for this, and a series that was just a relief and I was so excited to finally finish was The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. Granted, Cassandra Clare has written so many spin-offs in the Shadowhunter world that I'm continuing to keep up with, but it was just such a relief to finish The Mortal Instruments because it took years for me to read it. Like, all the books were out and it took years, and I think I finally finished the last one in 2016 or 2017. It was a relief, and then I got to move on to all the other Shadowhunters books, and I'm still reading Shadowhunters books as they're coming out. So this was just a huge relief to finally finish, because these books, not necessarily this one, but the later ones in the series are so thick and they take forever to read. And finally, question number 6 is the song Superheroes, which I feel like isn't as well known because it is a song from the UK version of the movie. And the question is, name a book that didn't have a satisfying ending. And for this question, I'm going to go with American Royals by Catherine McGee. This is such a really, really, really good book. I loved this book, but the ending was just not satisfying for me. Now, the reason it wasn't satisfying for me is because we end on such, I guess, a cliffhanger is the best way to say it, because there's so much going on in the monarchy and whatnot. And without spoiling, when I finished this book, I thought that this was a standalone, and I was like, this is the shittiest way to end a standalone book. Like, there has to be more. Turns out there's going to be a second book, thank God. But yeah, the ending just wasn't satisfying to me when I was in the mindset of it being a standalone novel. So I'm very excited that there's going to be a second book, and I really hope that I enjoy it. So guys, those are the 5 questions for the Rocky Horror Picture Show book tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The only person I'm going to tag is the only person I know that I've seen this movie because I watched it with him, and I'm going to be tagging Das Books to do this tag. The channel will be linked in the description below. All the questions are going to be listed in the description below. My hair has lost its tease, which means it's time to end this video. Put a picture of magenta right here for reference because I think I did like a decent job on the makeup. Hair is a whole other animal, but I think I did a decent job on the makeup. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The next couple of weeks, expect another original book tag that I'm currently working on, again with a costume and everything. I'm so excited. That's all I have for this video today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to do this tag, please do it. Tweet me. Let me know that you're doing it. I will be so excited. And that's all I have for this video today. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you would like to check out my vlog channel, Coalescence, it's linked in the description below. And if you'd like to see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. So click subscribe so you'll be updated for when I post those. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!
In the darkness, I don't feel so